In our environmental impact report tonight, we're looking ahead to the new Trump administration. Former New York Congressman Lee Zeldin has been nominated as the EPA administrator. Zeldin is promising to slash regulation and promote fossil fuel energy development while simultaneously vowing to protect the environment. Here's environmental impact reporter Scott Broom with some reactions.
Here in the Chesapeake Bay region, what people remember about the first Trump administration was repeated attempts to slash federal funding for the cleanup program on the Chesapeake Bay by more than 90%, which Congress refused to go along with. This time around, both the House and Senate will be in Republican hands, and the nominated EPA administrator has all but said, drill, baby, drill.
As most people that really care about the environment, we are concerned.
That's Maryland League of Conservation Voters Executive Director Kim Coble, an environmental scientist and lifelong warrior for the Chesapeake Bay. Our conversation today covered EPA Administrator nominee Lee Zeldin's background, which has included support for restoration of Long Island Sound, and who's regarded in his home district in New York as knowledgeable on climate issues because he lives in a coastal flood zone. But after being picked by Donald Trump for EPA this week, Zeldin raised alarm in the environmental community by tweeting, "We will restore U.S. energy dominance, revitalize our auto industry to bring back American jobs, and make the U.S. the global leader of AI. We will do so while protecting access to clean air and water." Coble shared her thoughts on finding common ground.
There is no doubt about the link between clean water and shoreline stabilization and economics. So one could say, well, the Trump administration doesn't prioritize the environment in a way that we would hope it would. But if you look at the actions and say these actions will protect the economy of our states around the Chesapeake, then it becomes a better talking point with the Trump administration. And we're hoping that that will be a key foothold in our conversations with them moving forward.
Well, some of the best examples I can think of in the DC region are redevelopment of the Anacostia waterfront. When you build a residential development on the waterfront, you do it for a reason. And it's because the water doesn't stink.
Exactly.
League of Conservation Voters keeps scorecards on our leaders and legislators around the country. How does this new EPA administrator do?
Well, on a scale of 0 to 100, 100 being an outstanding environmental champion, he rated 17. So there's a lot of room for improvement and growth and improvement in environmental protection actions. So we're looking forward to helping him raise his score.
And here are some wild cards to think about. Elon Musk is all in, for obvious reasons, on electric vehicles and is invested heavily in solar and clean energy. And Robert F. Kennedy Jr., a fierce advocate for the Riverkeeper movement to protect waterways and food production reform, which includes some environmental benefits. Regardless, a lot of environmental groups fear major setbacks ahead. In Maryland, Scott Broom, WUSA 9.